Oh, you know what? It must be harder to assassinate a president these days.
I'm not going there with you. But go ahead.
Yeah. If only they keep him at the Capitol.
I'm not going there.
I was just saying. But we are back for Brews and Views episode 28.
The Daryl Green episode?
The Daryl Green or Adrian Peterson.
Right.
Or,
Daryl Green.
Or the February month. 28 days, 28 episodes. We are back.
Yeah.
Took a month off.
It's no leap year.
No leap year. It's not. I don't know.
I'm just messing because it's 28.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, 29 will be leap year.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. How y'all doing?
Good. We've been on a little sabbatical. You like that big word?
I guess so.
Hey, it worked for Kyrie Irving.
It does. Shout out to Kyrie Irving for giving no fucks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't like him, but I respect it. He gives no fucks about what he does. Oh, God. So, yeah. We are actually, we got the playoffs in the background.
Yeah.
Ravens and Bills. 10-3 Buffalo right now.
Yeah.
Green Bay won earlier. Not that we're talking about football just yet, but just,
Yeah.
throwing some little current events in there. This is Brews, and I got my Allagash Curio. It's French, Curiaeu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I failed French 3 times, so I'm the wrong person to be enunciating this and pronouncing it, but that's what I'm drinking. It's a golden ale, kind of like the Golden Monkey or Legend Golden that I've talked about before, but it's also aged in bourbon barrels.
Gotcha.
So it's very delicious. I like it a lot. Allagash Brewing Company's in Portland, Maine, not to be mixed up with Portland, Oregon. This is on the right coast, not those weirdos on the left coast. Them motherfuckers out there weird as shit.
It's for privacy.
I don't know, Amaya. Stop talking right now. I'm recording. It's also 10.4%, which means it's getting to me.
Gotcha.
This is like 3 or 4 that I've had already before we started recording, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Get Bent Mountain IPA.
Get bent.
It is 7.2%. And it's not bad. It actually tastes wise. 67 IBUs, because it says that up in the corner.
IBUs?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
There's a beer brewing thing. Right?
Oh. What's the brewing company?
It's Parkway Brewing in there, Virginia. It's in Salem.
Salem, Virginia. That's in a tip.
Yeah.
Just a tip. Yeah, okay.
It's not bad, And I got a whiskey sour.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I always do.
I ain't gonna ask Cliff what he's drinking. I already see the bells over there.
Yeah, the Two-Hearted Ale.
The Two-Hearted Ale. It's actually my favorite IPA.
Yeah, it's up there.
I like it a lot.
Drinking some Jack right now. Chasing this corn liquor with.
Yeah. What kind of corn there?
Had some apple pie, had some peach, had some vanilla. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Had a little Fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate Fireball.
Yeah, Fireball.
I mean, I take shots of it when I'm already hammered. Because for some reason, when you're already hammered, somebody always wants to say, "Yo, you want a shot of Fireball?" It never fails. Like, who just walks around with Fireball? Like,
I don't know.
I
don't know.
But yeah, I get it. So Cliff is feeling pretty good. Got his drinking shirt on. You look like I need another drink.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll drink to that.
That's my look. That's a look when I walk out of the house. That's the look I'm going for. I want to make you drink.
Success.
Yeah, there we go. So, back after a month hiatus, I feel like nothing's happened. Nothing's been going on, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We jumped into 2021
Yeah.
with 2 feet.
Or we gonna jump into something?
You thought 2020 was bad.
Yeah.
We jumped into 2021, baby.
You know, I feel that 2021 is gonna be worse. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, if y'all knew where my brain was, y'all would understand that that's exactly
We're
what's
not
going
going
on.
into.
We're not going
to go into
that
your
deep in my brain.
No,
Okay.
no, we don't. We don't do
It's
that.
fascinating.
Or scary, depending on how you look at it.
Your level of tolerance.
Yeah. So right now, was it this week or was it last? I can't remember.
It was last week.
Last week, they were, I guess, certifying the electoral
Right.
for Biden,
Right.
and Trump and all his minions or so-called minions, and Ted Cruz's and all these weirdo Republicans were saying, you know what? This day, go to the Capitol and let your voices be known. Not that it was going to change anything.
No.
It wasn't going to change a motherfucking thing.
No. Because it's ceremonial, really.
Ceremonial. But go there. But they were putting these words in the air that's saying that you could. I think they were. It made it seem like that you could make a difference if you showed up.
Right.
I'm not going to go as far as say incite what happened.
I will.
I know you will.
Yeah, they did.
Well, people are stupid.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. But they did all this election fraud talk and all this crap. They put that shit out there for what happened in the Capitol, and that was a breach. I don't even call it a breach because a lot of these motherfuckers just let them go on.
Yeah, a lot of the police
They
officers.
said, "Whoa, I ain't signed for this. Here you go." They just let them on in.
It's a guided tour.
Yes, it was a guy.
Pretty much.
But it was crazy. Never seen. I can't recall anything.
I've never seen that before.
We've never seen that before.
Not in America. I've watched news and seen in other countries so far off. And
We are other countries now.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
I've never seen that in America.
Welcome to the world, America.
I've never seen that. It was wild.
Yeah. So it's
I mean, listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
First of all, let me say I don't agree with violence or destruction of property at any moment before I make this point.
Or what build? It doesn't matter. Just
But-
it's just wrong.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
like I heard on the news the other day, this one lady was comparing it to this summer with the Black Lives Matter movement. And my issue with comparing it to that is we're not talking about knocking the windows out of a Popeyes. You stoned the fucking Capitol.
Capitol building.
That's a little bit of a difference.
Well, different reasons. Black Lives Matter is protesting because people are getting killed. These people are protesting because they're not getting their way.
That's true, because they didn't get the election.
Well, they're not getting their way, but they're also being stoked by the Republicans and saying it was stolen or it's rigged and all that shit. And when somebody casts their vote, they expect it to be counted and true. So when somebody that you're giving power to, I don't know why you give these people any power over here, but when there's somebody up there is saying that it's not right or it's been stolen, you're going to feel some sort of way.
Yeah.
Now, granted, no matter how you feel about a certain thing, you shouldn't. What the fuck was it going to do? Like,
It's doing exactly what it does now, getting them arrested.
Yes.
it's like it's up to, was it 200 now?
Yeah.
Somewhere around 200? Like, what do you think? Did you think just by going on there and kicking your feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk that they would just say, you know what? We're going to give it a Trump. Yeah. Is that what they were thinking? I don't know. So, no matter what these fools in Congress were saying or Trump was saying, what the fuck were you thinking? It makes no sense whatsoever.
And I mean, listen. And if you don't know, to the idiots that went in there and took your cell phones.
Come on.
It is one of the most secure buildings in the world.
It should be the most secure, at least in America.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
They have their own cell phone tower.
Yeah.
That just works the Capitol. and I ain't gonna get into all that. I used to do some work in the telephone industry, but they have their own cell phone tower that works just the Capitol.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said,
It's perfect for the assholes that wanted the live stream.
if you're in there and your phone was on, they didn't even have the live stream. If your phone was on, they can pull a printout of every phone that was on.
That's how they catching these motherfuckers.
Exactly.
You stupid motherfucker.
I got a point.
What's your point, young
But
buck?
you got a point.
Alright, so the people that have a storm in the Capitol, like you said, they compared it to Black Lives Matter. There's a difference between being fed the fuck up and fighting for injustice and throwing a hissy fit. That's throwing a hissy fit because your favorite candidate or your choice of candidate did not win, so you're gonna act like a toddler and start breaking shit all on.
I'm going to say that to an extent because the people you're looking up to are telling you.
That's what.
You know what I'm saying?
That was going to be my next.
Yeah, they're telling you that it's rigged and your shit's been stolen. So for a person who's voting and wants their vote to count and has so much faith in the election process, if the higher ups is telling you that it ain't right, what the fuck you think you're gonna do?
And the bullshit is, I mean, before the damn thing happened, he was like, yo, we're not going to accept any result other than us winning.
Right.
Like, so he just told you straight up.
So I get the feeling, but even if you feel that way, what did you think it was going to accomplish?
Well, that's kind of where I was going at. It's an irrational.
It's feelings.
It's an irrational feeling.
It's the flesh.
Because, and I'm not saying all are like this before I make this statement, but a lot of the MAGA hat wearers, if Trump say the sky is banana boat green, they will argue up and down that the sky is banana boat green because Trump said it was.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to, because it was, I don't
And
know.
not all, I didn't mean to cut you off, Bart, but not all of them are like that. But you have that wing of them that are that way.
Well, that's what I want to be clear is was it thousands there?
Yeah.
It's thousands there.
I can put it on.
Okay. Thousands of them. Everybody there wasn't a Trump supporter.
No.
Some of them were just Republican. And that's for, I think we'll say this for the next segment, but just to be clear, everybody who supports Trump is not a Trump supporter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the ones that went in, those are Trump supporters.
Yeah.
The ones that stayed outside just, holding flags or whatever, they could be just conservatives or Republicans or whatever. Everybody that went in is a Trump supporter because those people are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Some people just went there because they've been lied to and said, well,
They're still enablers.
Well, everybody's an enabler. Anybody,
And I think all of the politicians, including Trump, should be held accountable.
Yes, they should. Well,
I think that's partly the reason behind the impeachment. The other part I'll get into later, but I think that's partly behind it. You got to be held accountable.
Well, also, Cruz is a well-respected senator, or he was stoking the fire too.
Well, that's what I mean. All of them. I'm not saying just Trump. I'm saying all the ones that stoked the flame. I mean, listen. I think I told my boys this the other day. Charles Manson never actually stabbed anybody.
He got women to do it for him.
Right. So, if he's sitting in jail for his, is he alive? I think he died.
Not too long ago. Yes, he did.
Yeah. But he went to jail for his life and never actually stabbed anybody. And that's kind of where I'm going. You got to be held accountable for your part in it.
Yeah. And this is what I wanted to say. This is where I slightly fault the left for it, is because if you don't think there's any type of election fraud, you're fooling yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely some. What they should have did, if they cared about truth instead of politics, they would say, you know what? Yes, but this is where it happened. This was it. we rooted out. It wasn't enough to change the election, but this is where, you know what I'm saying?
Well, some of them did say that.
Well, yes, but not as a part. You know what I'm saying? Not as a party or something. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do that. They were playing politics with it.
Well,
and I do have a big problem with that part of it.
Well, I think, and it kind of goes to what we were saying off camera. In both parties, there is split. And you had, like in Pennsylvania, you had the Democrats in Pennsylvania that are saying, yeah, there was a little election fraud. We made some mistakes, some clerical errors, but it ain't enough to change anything.
Yeah.
And the guy in Georgia, who's actually a Republican, said, yes, we found some data errors, some clerical errors, but there's not enough to change the election.
But that's what I'm saying. At least, because people take these, I mean, and they should. Votes are very important.
Yeah.
So if there's election fraud, call it out, stomp it out, say this, and it would go a long way into.
Well, because that's why I was going with the split, because you got some Republicans that'll grab on to, he said it was a little bit, and say, see, that's how we won the election, I told you this. And you got some that are like, well, it was a little bit, it is what it is. And the same thing on the Democratic side, you got some Democrats that say, look, there was a little bit, but it ain't changed the election. And then you got some that won't admit it at all. They go, no, there wasn't any election.
It's fucking, because they play that shit is ridiculous.
On both sides, it's politics. It's whatever favors you in your district. Because
that's all they really care about is about re-election.
Well, in my government class, I don't know if y'all remember this, but my government teacher told me in the 12th grade that a politician's job, personally, is to get reelected.
Was that blonde lady? I slept through that shit.
And that's why you don't understand.
It started with a B, right?
Yes. I'm not going to say her name. I'll tell you on camera. But yes. Yes. But they said most politicians, that's the way they see it. Their job is to get reelected.
And that's why I think, I personally don't think a lot of the Republicans even like Trump, but their base did.
Right.
And because their base did, they didn't want to go against that because it's all about being reelected.
Yeah. Well, and I think my personal opinion is that's why I think this impeachment, he's going to be guilty.
Well, see, now the ship is sinking.
That's what I was going to say.
They know they can't revive the ship, so now it's time to jump off.
Exactly.
Mitch McConnell's, that's an ugly motherfucker.
He's a weasel.
He's a weasel. He's jumping. He's finally jumping off that ship.
Yes.
But because
he got all his judges. That's all he wanted.
Yeah.
He got his judges through. He could kill us now.
Yeah. It's so sad.
It is.
But I will say, the one thing I do like about the Capitol storming.
You actually like something about it?
Yes. Well, there's good to it doesn't matter what it is. There's good and bad to it.
Well, I ain't like none of it. But go ahead. Now, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I'm joking, but go ahead.
The good thing was some of these congressmen were hiding. Some of these congressmen were hiding and they were scared. I like that because they should be.
See, I'm on the other side of that.
Well, see, here's the thing.
I don't think at any job you should be scared. You should be hiding.
Well, that may be true, except for congressmen and senators and people, because they work for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if they're not doing what they should be doing, they should be scared that somebody's going to come and do something to them.
See, I don't agree with that. I don't think you should ever walk into a job and be scared.
I don't, except for somebody in Washington.
I don't think politicians should walk into their job and be scared.
Well, then they should do what they fucking supposed to do.
Not for their life, not for fear of somebody coming to hang you or kidnap you.
Well, if you're doing shit that makes people die and all that sort of things, you should be scared for your life.
No, I don't think any job you should be scared for your life.
I'm kind of with you, but no, because there's still others.
Yeah, and they're still, at the end of the day, whether you agree with the decisions they made, whether you hate the decisions they made, whether you hate them as a person, they are still people and they are elected. So if you don't like the decisions that
I don't see them as people. I see them as devils.
Well, see, that's your personal.
Yeah.
They're still people. If you don't like the decisions that somebody's made,
should there not be a little bit of fear in their heart for doing the right thing?
Wow.
Well, if doing the right thing has to be intrinsic, we're getting into a deeper conversation.
Yeah. Exactly. That's where I want to go.
Because in any, I got you.
Yeah.
In any, he gave me the second.
Oh.
In any job, whatever, there's always going to be good people. There's going to be bad people. Whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a judge, whether you are a jailhouse inmate, there's going to be good people.
Yeah.
There's going to be bad people.
Yeah.
In anything. So I meant to say corrections officer. I said inmate, but
Jailhouse inmate.
yeah, that's it. I meant to say corrections
Let
officer.
me rephrase this. Not fear for their life, but fear that there's consequences, because there's no consequences for their action except for not being reelected.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So for somebody saying, oh shit, they don't like what's going on here, they're coming in. It's for a politician, I feel that is somewhat justified is what I'm saying.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I just disagree on that. I mean,
I think we're all saying the same thing. Like you said, there needs to be some consequences.
So, and my
And
thing,
enough to keep you from doing that shit.
To
right.
keep you on your toes. Because that's never happened before. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh shit.
Well, my thing is, and this again goes to the conversation we had off there, is too many people in Washington are going, well, like Ted Cruz for what he said and exciting this shit. He should be expelled from Congress. The problem is a lot of the Republicans, because he's a Republican, won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
To me, he should be expelled. It should be like, no, you're an ass. Get out of here. And I'm not picking on Republicans. The same thing on the Democratic side. There's some Democrats that do some things sometimes that you're like, damn, they should kick his ass out of Congress. But, you know, if Democrats are in control, they're not going to kick him out of Congress because he's a Democrat.
It's fucking bullshit.
But the problem is, no matter what they do, it's going to be a bunch that agree and a bunch that disagree.
Right.
So you can't please everybody.
No.
Well, you're never going to do that.
No. You never. And that's why I'm like, if it's egregious, like, you know, inciting this shit at the Capitol, you should be expelled from Congress. Trump should be impeached. He should be.
Impeached and tried for treason.
Cliff went deep.
Well, we're going to treason. There's a whole lot of list of motherfuckers I got for that shit.
That's
but
treason. He tried to overthrow the government. Let's call it
I'm going to
Will you try to influence the government?
What influence I do?
That's
That's why I forgot all about that point. Is I got a lot of the words they're using is coup. That was never. First of all, what's a coup?
It's when you try to overthrow the government.
Yes, that's not what they were trying to do. They were just trying
It
to.
was an insurrection, not a coup.
Yes, it was
Good point.
It's an insurrection, not a coup. It was a coup, and that's why I draw because words are important, and I draw the line at certain words, and it was an insurrection. It was not a coup,
Right.
and it's just
Now, firm.
yes.
I still say it's treason.
It's very.
And the dude that was in there with zip ties and looking for
He was trying to do some work.
they need to throw him under the
He was trying to do some work.
And did you?
Shout out to that motherfucker.
He tried to say it wasn't zip ties.
What the fuck was it? It's
Restraints?
a a certain way.
They were restraints. That's
Same
what it's
thing.
called? Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Tomato.
Yeah.
He was trying to do some work.
He wasn't going to tie with trash bags.
That's what I was going to say. He was not doing the garbage and doing That's all I'm saying.
But, I personally think it was all needed.
See, I'm not with you on that. That's not needed.
Dang, dude.
That ain't. I hate to say this, what I was about to say, and I really hate to say it because I hate when those that are lighter than us say this. But that's not America.
But is it?
But it is.
But it is.
I'm going to say the word. It wasn't needed. It was inevitable.
See,
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a bigger hope in people.
No.
See, you're an optimist. I have no faith in people whatsoever.
I have a bigger hope in people that there are more good people than bad. I agree that there's some bad and evil motherfuckers out here.
Maybe they are. But if the good ones are just standing around doing nothing,
Then they're part of the bad.
there you go.
Yeah.
As That's a Malcolm X quote.
Which lowers your number.
You have a hope in people, which I could hope all day. I have a true belief that it's not going to happen. Like, I have no faith in people.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a Malcolm X quote.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you make your point, Jay. That's a Malcolm X quote that, you know, if the good people stand by and watch the bad people, they're just part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Jay.
Alright. So here's what I was gonna say. The only thing it's comparable to Black Lives Matter in is that no one really simmered that flame.
That's a good point.
Nobody
really went to put out the flame, and that's kind of where Art was going earlier.
Talking about the ones that stormed.
Yeah, well, he's saying the whole movement of the vote was stolen. Nobody simmered that flame. Now, and kind of where Art was going earlier is that the persons that should have been simmering the flame saying
Did not.
they inflamed it.
Yeah, they fanned it.
Yes.
But that's also with the media is not about fanning out any flames. They're about inciting. They're about putting kindling on a fire because, one, it gets ratings.
So I was about to say.
But two, it's also each side has an obligation to their party to propagandize what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking for the media to fan in any type of flame, they'll never do it because, first of all, it's about race. First of all,
It's always about race.
Always, that's number one.
Yeah.
And number two is saying, this is my party. This is what they believe. But this is what they feel.
Yeah. And I agree with you on that Art, to an extent.
I gotta pee.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
I agree with you to an extent.
Well, America needed to know.
Yeah.
But what I am going to say before you get up out of here
Hurry up.
is that Devil's Advocate would say the media's job is not to put out the flames, it's to
Give the news.
give the news.
Yes.
So
But they don't do that.
No, to keep you watching.
Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. We can't really say the media. You can't really say the media needs to help put out the flames.
No, I didn't say they. I didn't say they have to have, but they don't have to add to the flame. Their job is to actual journalist's job. If you're a journalist, if that's what you're calling yourself, is to report. What I'm saying is about the Foxes and MSNBC is all they're doing is propagandizing their side of the aisle. And that's all they're doing. Whether it's true or not, that's their job. It could be wrong as hell, but they're supposed to build it up to where it's right. And that's what, especially those two, CNN's a little, but those two, that's their job.
Okay.
It's not to report the news. You know what I'm saying? Are we done?
But
I'm not
let people keep watching.
Yeah. Well, they have to get ratings.
But that's what it's about.
And I'm not sitting here in any way defending the media.
Keep
by the
talking.
way.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. I'm not sitting here defending the media in any way.
Right.
But what I'm gonna say is that people on the media, a lot of times, if Trump says this, they gotta report on.
Well, when you talk about somebody in that position, it's going to be reported anyway. But it's like they were saying, depending on what the agenda is of that particular media,
Right.
was company, conglomerate, whatever the hell, they're going to twist it and manipulate it to fit their own agenda.
Right. They're gonna slant it.
Fox News is great at that.
Yeah, Fox News is great.
So is CNN.
So is CNN and MSNBC.
Yeah, but I
But-
might have to look past all that shit.
But there are some reporters that I like on each station. I'm not even gonna lie. I like a few reporters on each station. I'm not sitting here and saying I like everybody on each station.
Right.
Because
And you don't hate them all.
no, that's what I was going to say.
Right.
But it happens. So
I heard you say good reporters.
yeah, there are some. But I'm not saying I like,
not good show personalities. Is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying I like all of them, but we can we'll come back and talk about this next segment.
Oh, so we're boom. Y'all niggas is unprofessional as shit.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. You like that? What? You made the turn with me, Mr.
I like to project. You know, take the shine off me. But yeah, so we're back for another segment. I have changed my beer, and I have been feeling it because this is Goose Island.
Goose Island?
Goose Island. It's a bourbon barrel. Actually, this shit right here, this one bottle, it's like a, what would you call this volume? It's 12 ounce, not 12 ounce.
Pint?
16.
16?
Whatever it is. This was by itself was $12,
Yeah.
and it's
Well,
12%.
I took a sip of it. That almost tastes like liquor.
This shit is potent, and it's potent as shit. And it's pretty good. It's, it's pretty good. It's a Goose Island Bourbon Barrel Stout. Whatever. Try it out if you want, or do not.
Sure. I would try it.
I would try it. Yeah. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
It's where it's at.
Okay.
And $12 for this 12-ounce bottle.
And after you drink a quarter of it, it's not gonna matter anymore.
It ain't gonna matter.
That's $1 an ounce. It must be good.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it could be nasty, but again, it's not gonna matter after a few sips.
That's true.
This is true. But yeah, do y'all change your beers?
Nah, I'm
You
still
drinking
with
the
the
same
same.
thing?
Still
You
with the
drinking the
2
same
hard
thing?
ale, yeah.
Get Bent Mountain. That's me.
Right. So we're on. I think we're sort of sticking with politics. We're
what
talking
we
about
expecting.
what we expect from the Biden-Harris administration. Just this week, I think they're pushing for a $15 minimum wage.
Yeah.
Which, if you followed what the minimum wage increase should be for every year,
Yeah.
it's about there. It probably is slightly less, but I don't know.
Well, I think the minimum wage should increase. I don't know if it should go to 15, but it should increase.
It should increase. I don't think if it's a one-size-fit-all type
That's
of
what I
thing.
was getting ready to say. Because $15 an hour in New York or California is probably about right
Yes.
for the minimum wage. But $15 an hour in Alabama
It should not be this. It's not the
is
same.
a pretty decent paying job.
You living well.
Right. Yeah, you're probably doing better than the person in New York is doing. Like, should the person who's working at the mom and pop store in Brunswick County, Virginia, be making $15 an hour as the same as the person who's working at a bodega in New York City?
Right. And if you're the manager or the supervisor at this job, and you're making $16 an hour if you work in a place that's not New York or California that has a lower income bracket.
Mm-hmm.
And you're making $16, $17 an hour, you're the manager or the supervisor, and they bump the people you're managing to 15.
Yeah.
The first thing I'm gonna do is walk in my boss's office and say, "Hey man, I need some more money."
And what the first thing the boss is going to do is say, "You're fucking fired,"
Well,
because they don't need you.
yeah, well, we're gonna have to figure that out. And that's why I don't think
It's not a one-size-fits-all type of thing.
no.
And that's I have a problem with.
I think it should. I think it should.
Well, it should have been up. Like, I think they did a study where it said if it grew
Yeah,
the way it's supposed to, right now it should be around 12 or 13.
yeah. It's $7 an hour. Shouldn't be nowhere. Nobody should be making $7 an hour.
No.
We all agree on that. I just don't know if it should jump to 15.
And not everywhere.
Right.
Some places it could. Some places it should not.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that's generating that kind of revenue.
Well, yeah.
If they're not generating that kind of revenue, then they're gonna wind up going out of business anyway.
Yeah.
And in Virginia, let's take Virginia for example. If you're working in Farmville, Virginia, should the person in Farmville, Virginia be getting the same minimum wage as somebody in Richmond, Virginia?
Yeah, why?
Daddy?
No.
Yes.
They should?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same state, same
No!
same levels. And
No!
then you look out there, like, and I'm speaking from experience.
The cost of living in Farmville, which is Prince Edward County, is it Prince Edward?
Yeah,
Prince Edward County is not the same as in Henrico County.
Depends on what you're generating, though.
No!
Why not? Because guess what? Those people that are in Prince Edward County are going to argue that that's the minimum wage and that's what we need to get paid as well.
What about the person owning just a regular stop and go station?
The Quickie Mart.
The Quickie Mart in Prince Edward County.
Mm-hmm.
The person who has 2 employees.
Mm-hmm.
Should he have to increase his pay to that employee and actually, if he does that, he's going to be making less money unless he increases the prices of his product.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what should happen?
That's what's going to happen.
No, but is that what should happen? Is what I'm
Whether
saying.
it should or shouldn't, it's going to happen.
Well, it's going to happen.
I think it should
It
increase.
is.
I said it before. I think it should increase. I just don't know if it should be $15 everywhere, like you said.
Yeah, I don't think it's
know.
I don't think it's a one-stop fit all everybody. Like
Right.
it should go according to what's going on in that place.
And I agree. I kind of get what Cliff is saying. It's
Yeah.
in the same state.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in the same state now, should the same person in Richmond, Virginia, and Charlotte, North Carolina get the same? Probably not. But it is what it is.
But that's just one of the things that's going forward, and that's what they're proposing. Not necessarily mean it's going to pass
Right.
or whatever, because you still got whatever people need to vote on. But
Dada,
what's up?
can I put my necklace on?
The Princess of Brews and Views.
The Princess of Brews and Views. Yes, you can put it on. Put your necklace on.
Huh?
But yeah.
Where's
What do you
that?
expect from
Where's that?
Congress and the Biden and Harris administration? What's the one thing you expect, Cliff?
Competency.
Unfortunately, more of what we saw at the Capitol last week.
I agree with that.
I agree, but elaborate, because I think I know where you're going. Elaborate.
Okay, how do I put this? More displays from that segment.
I got you. Yeah, because it ain't like that. I don't. What I'm saying is, and I agree with you. I don't think that was a one-off.
Oh no. That was the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. But I think so. Besides that, do you see? And I'm not talking about rhetoric. Fuck rhetoric. Rhetoric, of course, is going to be better. That's
Right.
not even. It's not. It's not even a debate. Rhetoric's not going to be. I'm talking about policy.
I was about to say, whether you like them or not, at least it'll be an adult speaking. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Policy.
Policy-wise, do we foresee? And I just think that a lot of stuff is just going to be opposite of what Trump did, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be for the better. I just mean it's going to be something. Trump did this, so we're going to do that. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, not all the cases, but some cases, just to say they're being different. I don't know.
I can see that in some
You know what I'm
regards.
saying? You know what I'm saying.
I got you. I can see that in some regards. I think in some regards it'll be competency. Is that where we're going at? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
And that's actually a good point. It'll be some competency. It'll be some. Now, whether you agree with the policies that will happen, because there's a lot of people that don't, and I'm not sitting here and say I agree with everything that Biden will do.
I will say that I think we need to be careful about if somebody's saying everything, Trump, that the opposite is necessarily good all the time.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but not what I was saying.
But that's where they're going to try to. Some people are going to try to push that.
Yeah, but what I was saying was there'll be competency. It'll be adults in the room.
Not a geriatric
You
toddler.
assume.
Well, the geriatric toddler will be gone, and
Well, the geriatric toddler will be gone, but that doesn't necessarily mean that competency will be in the room.
well, I'm not. Let me read, because what I'm saying is I'm not saying that what Biden is going to be doing or Kamala Harris or whatever is going to be doing is the greatest move or the best policy, whatever. But you may not agree with it, but at least it'll be some form of stable government. Now, will it be correct all the time?
Probably not. For sure it won't be.
Right.
For sure it would not be.
Because Trump, as Cliff said, he's a geriatric toddler, number one. And as a geriatric toddler, he put a bunch of people in that wouldn't challenge him, that believed a lot of the same stuff that he was spewing. Let me put it that way. He didn't believe a lot in science. He didn't believe a lot in other stuff. And I think you'll have a more, I don't know, I'm not going to say competency, but you'll have a government that...
Well, that's the crazy thing about politics is a lot of stuff, it's like 25 to 35% of the shit he did was good.
Well, I don't think so, but
so you can't find one thing that he did good.
Nope. Nah.
I don't think 25-30%. I can maybe think of one, but I don't think 25-30%.
Well, 25 still beats 75%.
I can't say he did nothing though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's not accurate.
Percentage, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I can give you one thing here.
But what I'm saying, there was something. But I just don't want to fall into the trap of everything that Biden administration does the opposite of is a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but there's a segment that feel that everything Trump did was the opposite of what Obama did, and they're all on board with that.
Yes, but not everything that Obama did was good either.
That's true.
So that's all I'm trying to get at is not everything. You know what I'm saying?
But then by that token, absolutely nothing's going to change then.
Yeah.
Because nothing ever will change.
It don't change.
It nothing ever will change. And that's my opinion.
Except the other side might be a little happier.
Yes, nothing ever will change. To be honest, in my opinion, nothing will ever change. In my opinion.
I don't think it will change now. I don't think
it will change ever.
I don't think Biden will. What Biden will do, and what I think. Let me say, I'm not gonna say what he will do
because you don't know.
Yeah, I ain't a fucking fortune teller.
Yeah.
But
is there such a thing?
What I think Biden will do is bring the government back to
normal bullshit, but government.
Yeah, normal George Bush, Barack Obama era. That type of
the regular status quo shit.
Right, he would bring the government back,
which is still bullshit.
Yes, but it won't be the over the top, outlandish bullshit that we've experienced.
It'll be the normal bullshit.
Yeah, for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Now, will stuff change?
No.
I think not with this administration.
I don't think it will change it. Right?
I think it will as...
You're an optimist.
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you are. If you think it will change, you're an optimist.
No. And this is why I'm saying it'll change. And I don't even know if the change will be good or bad.
Well.
But.
So you're not saying it'll be good.
Right.
You're just saying it'll change.
As the younger generations get in.
Oh, y'all motherfuckers scare me.
It will change.
Oh, yes, it will.
There will be change.
I don't think it'll be for the better.
That's why I don't know if it'll be good or bad, but as the younger generation...
I'm going to tell you right now, that shit is not going to be good for the better.
First of all...
These motherfuckers right here are scary.
First of all, Republicans. And I'm going to preface this by saying, straight facts, I'm a registered Democrat. But Republicans, y'all have to change y'all's look on things and the way y'all reach people, because older white males make up about 75% of Republicans.
What's crazy is they have I would say some good points. They just don't know how to.
Listen,
they don't know how to.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
But
channel it or
communicate
it.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. So what's happening is
you sound racist as a motherfucker.
The Republican.
Well, it's rooted in that.
Yeah, the Republican group, because older white males is your base. Well, they're dying off. The younger base is liberal Democrat.
Scary as a motherfucker too.
18 to 25 is way liberal Democrat.
And I'm scared.
About 70%.
Them motherfuckers scare me. I'm just saying.
So, it will change. Republicans, y'all are going to get left behind if you don't tap into this younger age group.
You got to know how to adapt.
Got to.
Like, you can have the same message. You just have to know how to
Listen.
channel it to a different generation. You know
One thing, well, not the only thing, but
Yeah.
the one thing I give Obama credit for was Obama can command a room. He can speak, and if you're 18, you listen.
He's a good preacher.
If you're 65, you listen.
He brought the generations together
Yes.
on that side.
Yeah. But even on the
that's
other
something
side,
they did.
that's what I was getting ready to
Because
say.
they voted him in, to be honest. They
Even
voted
on
him.
the other side,
Yeah.
because I have some Republican friends that voted
Yeah,
for
that
Obama.
nigga was alright.
They voted
Yeah.
for Obama. And and speaking of which, I have some
Right.
same Republican fans that voted for Trump in 2016, and in 2020
Voted for Biden.
they voted for Biden and voted Republican the rest of the ticket.
Well, that's another
I
thing we
know
want.
something like that too.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to get
Yeah.
a stop. People need to stop painting everybody with a broad brush, because everybody that voted for Trump, it's not just that they like Trump, because a lot of them don't even fucking like him. To be honest, if you want to be honest, and Democrats need to be honest with that, a lot of people that vote against you just don't like what you stand for.
Yeah, well,
but what I'm saying is, it seems like they are unwilling to recognize that shit. They are.
Okay, like I said, it's both ways.
No, I'm just saying, but a lot of them is because it's like, why are you voting for this guy? But you need to recognize that they just don't like some of the shit.
Well, I recognize it because
You do,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
because a lot of people do not.
because I in 2016 voted for Hillary Clinton just because I saw the bullshit with Trump.
Yeah.
Not that I liked Hillary Clinton.
Right.
And vice versa,
Right.
a lot of the people saw the bullshit with Hillary Clinton. That doesn't necessarily mean they like Trump.
Yeah.
They just
And
fucking Hillary Clinton. So
I'll go even further.
but people don't it's like people don't want to put
recognize
that out there and recognize it.
because I go even further. I voted for Biden in 2020 because there was no way I was going to vote for Trump. Ever. I'm not sitting here saying I'm the biggest Biden fan. I love Joe Biden. No, I won't say
And
that.
at the same time, you have to recognize that people voted for Trump because they did not like Joe Biden.
Yeah.
But
And I think I said on
the
one of our-
mainstream is not putting that. It's like they fail to real. I don't think they fail to realize it. I think they purposely.
Well, they got to cast that.
Yes, that
They got to cast it that, you know,
they don't want to show their flaws.
they got to, well, they got to cast
take the temperature of the room to see
That's
who
what I'm
their,
saying.
Yeah, but it's
who
So-
their base is.
Like I heard on Fox News, your base is Republican. You got to cast it as the election was stolen. We really won.
But even besides that,
on
even
CNN,
besides that, though.
on CNN, I got what you're saying.
Yeah.
But on CNN, you got to cast it as Joe Biden was the perfect candidate. He did this, he did this, because your base is Democrat. Now,
because I know people that don't like Trump at all, but they can't stand anything coming out the left.
yeah.
Even more than that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what I will say, and I've been screaming this to my lungs to anybody, is I don't care who you are in Republican or Democrat. You better start listening to the liberals, the AOCs. You may not agree with everything they say, but you better start listening.
And even the Democrats won't listen to them.
Right, but you better start. And the reason why
I'm starting to get behind.
you better start is because they have 18 to 25, 18 to 35, really. They have so many followers. And
yes, it is. And
AOC, they did a thing on Twitter where they looked at followers of political people. Obama was first. Trump was second. AOC was third.
yeah, and we can call it down the middle first as far as general elections.
Yeah.
Of give or take, Trump and Biden 4 or 5 million, which is it's a slim margin to be exact. But there's a big majority of people who follow AOC and also want Medicare for all, and which is this whole force to vote, which is we haven't talked about. The force to vote for Medicare for all. It's not about getting Medicare for all. It's about seeing what people in Congress agree with Medicare for all.
Well,
and that's a big fucking thing to a lot of people, which we should not take for granted.
That's why Mitch McConnell never wanted to hold the vote. And it's one of the reasons
Pelosi did not either.
No, but
because they didn't want to put on record who's for Medicare for all and who's not. Yeah. And if we and
it's one of the reasons that I ain't mean to cut you off, but it's one of the reasons that on the impeachment shit that Mitch McConnell don't want to hold the vote, because
that shit too, man.
Republicans are in a tight spot. Let's just call it what it is.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
If you hold a vote on impeachment, you have to go on record whether you agree with the Trumps inciting the insurrection.
It's the same thing. That's the same thing as Medicare for all.
And that's why.
And you know the one want the vote on that shit.
And that's why crazy on the impeachment. That's why McConnell punted on that bitch. He said, "Yeah, they can take care of that after the inauguration," because he does not want to be on record right now.
And that's the whole thing with Medicare for all is whether it's just 60% of the population, it's still they take so much stock in these polls and majority and all that bullshit.
Right.
If 60% of people, and whether you agree with Medicare for all or not, it doesn't fucking matter. It means they don't want to take the vote.
Okay. Yeah. Because they don't want to show who's for and who's for against it.
Right.
And this is the thing, I fucking hate politicians.
Listen, you ain't gotta like them, but they make. What I'm gonna say to people is, if you don't like them, you still gotta vote because they make decisions for all of us.
It's a shame.
So
it's a shame. It's a shame that they make the decisions. What do you want?
So they vote for all of us.
How many chips do you eat?
So yeah, but we'll be back.
You can't eat just one.
Yeah,
it's not Pringles. You don't even know about Pringles.
It's Lay's though. It's Lay's. You can't eat this one. So we'll be back after the princess of the show gets some more.
You gotta wrap that shit up, B.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Don't mention the groupies. Don't mention that. Act like you've been here before.
I love the way this show is going these days. Apparently, I need to throw a shout out to people who are following. What is it?
Craft beer does the body good.
Craft beer does the body good. All you fine ass female dogs are looking good.
We approve.
Y'all niggas stupid.
Please message me in the inbox. I don't know my I don't even know what my name is in Instagram.
Wow.
You're a funny dude. Right?
I don't even get on it. But
just send it to us and at Big Cliff.
Send it to the Brews and Views.
At Big Cliff?
Yes. Because Cliff, Justin, and Arthur likes this. Well, Justin doesn't like. He's married.
No, Justin can't like.
He can't. Well, Arthur and Clifton like this. Yeah. Like thumbs up. That's right. We like it. Keep sending it. That's where we're at. Please message us.
Don't be thirsty.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Me and Cliff beer swapped.
So apparently, I gotta stop being thirsty. But a brother just want a bone. That's what I'm. That's. I'm sorry. But we did change our beers.
Well, me and Cliff beer swap.
Well, yeah, no, they beer swap. I think I'm still drinking. Did I mentioned you was out? Yes, I did. So what are y'all drinking?
Well, I'm drinking the two-hearted ale that Cliff was drinking.
Bells.
So I got to get bent.
Oh, to get bent now.
So y'all swap.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all did a 69.
No, we didn't.
No?
We exchanged beers.
Shut the fuck up.
But hell no. Hell no. Do that.
Get yourself together, man.
That is a big hell no.
Sorry.
That's why I drink.
Right.
Pardon me.
Yeah.
Y'all did not swap.
No.
Okay. I'm recording now, princess.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
yeah, so.
This guy.
Yeah, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. We drinking.
But so this segment, we're talking about, it's all things NFL playoffs. It started, last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, last week. All things NFL. Earlier this to today, Green Bay beat, who did they beat? I'm drunk.
They beat the Rams.
They beat the Rams. Jared Goff had a bad finger. There's no way he could have won.
And it's cold.
And it's cold in Green Bay.
Yeah, it's Aaron Rodgers.
They had to it's Aaron Rodgers.
Also, they're kind of cheating. It's kind of cold.
Whoa! There's no cheating. There's no cheating. There's no cheating.
It's cold, man.
It's just cold.
Yeah.
Nah, but I agree though. Green Bay needs a dome. That's just not fair.
Why?
That's your home field advantage.
Because
I will agree.
because Minnesota made a dome.
I give
Green Bay needs a
And
dome.
Detroit got one.
Hey, Detroit got. I don't give a fuck.
I give this dude credit over here. I give Jaden credit. He said we'll win more games than the Green Bay. So
There you go.
there.
So therefore, they
I
don't
give
need a
credit,
dome.
but that shit is not right.
It is right.
Listen.
It's Wisconsin, man, in January. You shouldn't have to go there and play football.
So win more games.
It's simple.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, yeah.
It's been the same since the '60s.
Exactly.
And win more games.
You shouldn't have to go to Wisconsin in January.
Win more games.
And guess what? If the Saints hadn't have fucked up, they wouldn't. They'd be going through New Orleans.
That's true.
Saints, Buccaneers,
There it is.
all that shit.
Yeah, all the old guard quarterbacks on the NFC side.
Which I do like. I do like that. All the guys to beat the head honchos.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees,
Brady.
Tom Brady,
Yep.
Ben Roethlisberger. Even though Ben Roethlisberger he took an exit.
Yeah.
But they're all there.
Yeah.
And I do like that. Russell Wilson, he's an old guy now.
Yeah.
He was there.
Outside of Ben Roethlisberger, all the old guys were in the NFC.
Yes.
All the young guys were in the AFC.
Well, actually, no. All the old guys were in the playoffs. Cause
Yeah.
if Philip Rivers was in the AFC,
Yeah, that's true. But of the ones that are left, you had Lamar. Well, Lamar's gone now, but at the start of this podcast, you had Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Mahomes, and Baker Mayfield. All of them were 25 and under.
You know. And I do.
Oh, but no. 3 of them came the same year.
I do want to shout out Phillip Rivers for being his old Catholic ass and all his kids. He's still showing improvement. He's still showing improvement.
Yeah.
It's not his fault that I'm sorry, but the Colts was pretty good.
Yeah, they were.
They were pretty good. They just ran into a better team who was gonna fall. Who they all did it? Did they already fall?
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah.
But you know what it is. What it is. I don't have no ill, and I can't say anything bad about Phillip Rivers and his Catholic ass. Yeah, he show improved. He got off of the team he was on in San Diego, and he show improved in fucking
And
Indianapolis.
he's still good.
And he's still good.
Can't run anywhere.
He can't run. I don't understand his mechanics, and they look weird. It looks weird, but he gets it done.
It looks like it hurt for him to throw the ball or move.
It does. But he got it done. Yeah. And shout out to Phillip Rivers for doing that shit for us. I think it's 17 or 18 years.
Like that.
Yeah, that's
the same thing with Ben
Shout
Roethlisberger.
out to him, but Phillip Rivers, Ben Roethlisberger, and Alex Smith need to retire.
Yeah, all three of them, it look like it hurt when they throw the ball.
Roethlisberger really looks like it hurts when he throws the ball. It looks when it hurts when he runs and when he throws. It just looks like he hurts.
Yeah,
all the times.
He does.
And he's younger than Tom Brady and Drew Brees. Drew Brees and Tom Brady.
Bigger than both.
He's bigger than them, but he looks older than them.
Because it's hard to carry that weight around.
It is.
Take it from a brother that's big.
You realize you're older than Drew Brees?
Shut the fuck up, you fat motherfucker.
You know what? I'm gonna let that was like good. I'm older than Drew Brees. I am too, man.
42?
He just turned 42, yeah.
42?
Like yesterday, I think.
And you just turned 43, right?
Yeah. Well, 42.
42. I'll be 43. You'll be 43 in March.
Yeah.
I'll be 43 in June.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shh.
Yeah.
Listen.
I can't go play quarterback right now.
No, you can't.
No, I can't.
I can't, man.
Shout out to Tom Brady and Drew Brees, who look young.
Shout out. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that. I can't put that.
No, but Ben Roethlisberger looks old as shit. Can we
Shout
say
out to
that?
that HGH. Shout out to it. I'll say it. and his doctor that's not a doctor.
So is Drew Brees on that too?
Nah, but Drew Brees started to look old.
Yeah.
Tom Brady does not look old.
Yeah, nah. There's certain throws that Drew Brees has problems making right now.
Yes, you say HGH, but can it also be 37-year-old Brazilian vagina too?
It might factor in. Okay? It might factor in.
Giselle's like 37, and she's still fine.
But he's aging like no one has ever aged.
That's true. But also
a detriment.
It can be because it's how you carry it.
Let me ask you this: would you feel young and spry if you was banging 37-year-old vagina every night?
I don't know. I've never had 37-year-old Brazilian vagina every night.
No, the answer is probably not. You
it's probably true, but I don't know. Have you ever?
What you're saying is you would like to run a test there.
For any test, there has to be control. There has to be. We know how scientists work. Look.
So you're volunteering.
He's banging 37-year-old Brazilian vagina.
You're volunteering for that.
Is he banging 37-year-old regular American vagina? I don't think he is.
That's
so how do we know? I don't know. Listen, 37-year-old vagina at the beach house.
Oh God.
Or Applebee's is not the same as Giselle Bundchen. It's not.
No.
So we don't know.
Can't be.
We don't know. So it's hard to even pass any type of judgment on Tom Brady. Because I'm sorry, but 37-year-old Friday's vagina is not the same as 37-year-old Giselle Bundchen.
37-year-old Friday. That's what you settle for.
So, shout out to Tom Brady for getting that ass. That's all I'm saying. I don't like Tom Brady, but shout out to Tom Brady for getting that ass. Respect.
Respect is due. Respect is due.
And if he wins his seventh championship, I will not hold nothing against it because you got that fine ass to win it with you.
Even if you lose.
Shout out to Tom Brady.
Either way, he wins.
And he's going to win. And to be honest, now we're saying that the Patriots was more Tom Brady and less Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I get it.
That's what we're saying. It might be different. I'm just saying what we see is more Tom Brady and less Bill Belichick. And if Bruce Arians was a better coach, we probably be seeing some 16 or 15-0 or 15-1 type of shit.
Or if they actually have some weapons in New England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't
Can we say Bill Belichick is a good coach but a bad GM? Can we say that?
Yeah, I gotta get with that.
I don't even want to say that. Because it was working for a while. Like, I'm not going to call him a scrub GM just because he fell off this year.
He did win 6.
I mean, this is what?
He was
20 years they were in the playoffs. So
he got a booster seat from the Bills and the Jets and the Dolphins, who weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing.
But he did win 6 of them.
He did win 6.
He did, yeah. And more like he was just getting to the playoffs and losing.
He won 6 of them things.
Yeah.
Well, really, it should have been 5 of them things, but the Falcons choked the bag. So.
And also, can we say that Saban might have made a good NFL coach if he didn't choke out in 1 year? Because he did beat Bill Belichick in the last game of the season and then go back to Alabama. Do we know?
No.
Saban?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I didn't go say if it was that. If they had gotten Drew Brees instead of Dante Culpepper, it might have been different.
Yeah. Now, that's what we need to talk about. Whoever was the GM in Miami that picked Dante Culpepper over Drew Brees needs to be horsewhipped.
Yeah, they said they were scared that
San Diego
wasn't going to be healthy.
San Diego picked Drew Brees, right?
Yeah, but then they drafted Phillip Rivers, so they got rid of Drew Brees, which, I mean, I'm a Drew Brees fan. I don't understand it, but I get it.
This thing is the best 5'10" quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I realized they got him with that when they traded away the Michael Vick pick.
Yeah.
And that year they took Tomlinson and Brees.
Yeah, they did.
Well, let's talk about the NFL. I mean,
Taylor Heineke. The Heineken man.
The Heineken man did look good.
this nigga had his resume on LinkedIn.
Taking classes at ODU.
He was taking classes. He graduated. He has a degree. He has resume on LinkedIn. And these motherfuckers called him up and he won a playoff game.
He didn't win it, but he balled the
He looked better than Haskins.
He looked better.
That's a low bar.
Not hard
Low bar.
Not hard to do.
Low bar clip.
Still a fact.
But
Yeah, it's a fact.
It's still a fact.
But as I told y'all before, that's like being the tallest midget.
little person.
Yeah, little person.
My bad, dude.
A little person. Please.
Little person.
Jesus Christ, I'm trying to get demonetized.
Now you worried about getting I mean, who's we had to jump through because now he worried about this shit.
I just like to be able to play when I'm yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying.
Oh shit.
That's the point when you decide to worry about it.
Listen, NFL has shown improve.
Yeah.
Like Wu-Tang, it's the best sport ever.
Yes, it
Or
is.
the best shit ever.
If you're an American, because the rest of the world loves soccer.
Yes, they do.
I like soccer.
Football.
Shout out to Chelsea beating not West Ham. They beat who they beat today. I watched it.
I have no idea. Didn't watch it.
But yeah,
The
soccer.
only soccer I watch is on FIFA because I play FIFA.
I got it. You want to play? You want to play?
It's a great
You
game.
want to play? I got it. You want to play?
You realize it's because of soccer is why they're contemplating keeping Washington football team, right?
It should be.
You realize that?
What other reason would you keep the Washington football team?
You shouldn't call it the Washington football team. The name should be Red Wolves. Period.
Thank you. That was my vote.
I don't. So you're okay with that?
Yes, it should be
You
Red
okay
Wolves.
with that?
I'm okay with that.
You okay with Red Bulls?
I think
you
anyone-
okay with Red Bulls?
Just pick a name, guys.
Just yeah.
I think anyone that's not okay with that is going to be pissed off at anything other than Redskins.
I don't care what it is
It should be Red
because I'm a fan of the Washington shit. It doesn't even matter what it fucking is. It could be the Washington stinky vaginas. And
I'm not a fan of the
No.
No. What was your logo?
You like stinky vagina?
it's a vagina with the smell going.
No. Do you like stinky vagina?
I've had stinky.
That's not what I asked.
That's not the question.
Did you like it? Or were you just doing it just because?
For liked it is somatics.
God damn it, guy.
No. Did you like it or not?
Did you like it?
I mean, it felt good. Did I like the smell? No, but the feeling. What are you asking?
Well, everybody likes the feeling. Everybody like, what are you asking? Did you go up in it again?
Yes.
That same one?
I'm a dirty motherfucker, though.
Evidently.
You ain't wrong.
Evidently.
Yeah, our dog is nasty, dude.
All right.
Yeah, you're a nasty dude.
No judgment, but
No judgment, but you're nasty.
You are judging me.
No, it shouldn't be.
Our dog does nasty shit.
All I'm saying is it shouldn't be that. It should be Red Wolves. It should not be what you said the first time.
What did I say?
Tails?
Did I say
yeah.
the vaginas?
Yeah, you should
The
stinky vagina.
Oh.
And no, that should not be.
Now, had you said sunshine,
Yeah, no.
you know, so we can get behind that.
Well, no vagina is sunshine to me.
Oh, there's some sunshine.
I can't go with you on that.
Well, I've had it, but it's nothing recently is what I'm saying.
Oh, nothing recently.
No.
Well, blame COVID. Not
Yeah,
the way shit is.
yeah.
I'm just saying what it is.
I mean,
It might be COVID's fault.
well, okay.
But I've had it.
But, yeah, sunshine is out there.
It is.
And
you get to
I am
take-
taking applications for the sunshine.
Again, send those courtesy of reviews at Big Cliff.
If you want me to shave.
No.
Yes.
Art dog.
Y'all was stupid.
No. But yes. I mean, listen. Threesomes are for 2 women. Trains are 2 men. I'm just saying.
Two or more.
2 more.
This is not the topic we agreed on. This is not what we agreed on.
That was the third segment. Nobody listens anyway.
Nobody listen. But Cliff,
I disagree.
but
Athletes get these all the time.
we'll do what we do when it needs to happen.
That's right.
Is what I'm saying.
We're adults.
We're done. Listen.
Like to engage in some adult fun.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I'm not here for your judgment.
I'm not here for your judgment.
And there will be none. Just I won't be involved in it.
You don't have to be.
I don't want you to be.
We'll take care of all that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Take care of all that shit.
You know, I'm hoping Art calls in sick. Like,
I'm not gonna call it sick. Art shows up.
Perfectly happy being a person.
No, I show up 99 degree temperature. Art shows up. I puts it in. Literally and figuratively, Art puts it in.
a little too far.
What were we talking about? So NFL. Okay, back in.
Back to the NFL.
So I got
Yeah, wow.
Y'all, this is a wild show.
Green Bay Bills. Did the Bills win? Yeah, they did win. I think they will beat Kansas City because Kansas City hasn't shown me a lot in the last
Kansas City got to beat Cleveland.
9 weeks.
They probably will, but
I think they will, but I think the game's going to be closer than what people think it will.
I'm with you.
So say they do beat them in the last 9 weeks. What has Kansas City shown you? Who has won a game? They haven't won a game more than 6 points.
Yeah, nothing.
The Bills just dominated. I don't know if we have really been paying attention. The Bills just dominated the Ravens here.
Well, that Lamar had a concussion. He was out.
He did. But
Last I checked, you only got to win by 1.
And I had picked the Ravens, but if I'd have known Lamar got a concussion, I'd have said, hell no.
I picked Packers Bills. I wish I could bet on
That's not a bad pick.
I picked Packers Ravens.
Packers Ravens. This isn't a bad pick either.
Not a bad pick. At this
I
point, there is no bad pick. So now, if you pick any of the teams left, except Cleveland. I just don't think they got enough to go all the way.
So mine's the COVID. What have we seen? What have we seen from these teams? From from the Lamar Jacksons, the Josh Allens, to the Patrick Mahomes. You know, what have we seen?
Well, I think we've seen
Competent quarterback play.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Every team that's left
Every single one.
has a competent quarterback play.
You got a competent quarterback, you got a chance.
Which a lot of times is more the defense or the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time it's
Right.
somebody else. But this year, it's quarterback play.
Yes.
And Josh Allen,
Allen's good.
I can't take nothing from that dude.
Yeah.
That dude is something else. And if we look at the quarterback class of '83, which was Marino,
Yeah, and Elway.
Elway, and everything, we often overlook the Ken O'Brien,
Yeah.
who was good. He just happened to be on the Jets.
Which that would fuck up anybody.
It was fucking anybody. But Ken O'Brien has a lot of record more than any of those guys.
Yeah, but he went to the Jets.
But he went to the Jets, and I feel that's what Josh Allen is.
Yeah, the Jets will fuck up anybody. You can't go to the
He
Jets.
fuck him anybody.
Not the
But
Bills,
Ken, huh?
not the Bills.
No, but no. What I'm saying is,
What he's saying is
Ken O'Brien he has a lot of records, and nobody talks about.
Oh, yeah.
he's saying the Bills never win the. They've been to it a bunch of times, gang of times.
Yes.
They don't never win it.
They
Yes,
don't, but you know what? Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed are still Hall of Famers.
they are.
That's true. They even had O.J. Simpson, but they still ain't win no Super Bowl.
And Ken O'Brien is a Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
but he
Before stabbing.
he gets no
Yes.
he gets no recognition.
Pre-murder.
I didn't.
You know. That's right.
He had O.J. Simpson pre-murder,
That's
but then
He was a Hertz commercial. Yeah.
when he was running through the airport.
Yeah.
Shout out to OJ. He's an excellent Twitter follower.
He is. And that's allegedly murdered. He was found innocent.
That's right.
Norberg. I mean, he was found innocent. We all know he did it.
Allegedly.
But he was found innocent.
Allegedly.
Your judicial system says you can do it.
Yeah.
It's not my decision.
It's your country.
You're an American.
You're an American.
I'm from the galaxy of Andromeda. I puzzled it with like crop circles and other stuff. You see that there?
I know what you did there. I know what you did there. Shout out to Kevin.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know what you did.
You see that there? Not from his friends.
They still.
Listen, damn earthly.
Yeah.
I can't podcast with y'all niggas no more.
Yeah. If this is our last episode,
It's not.
saying it's been.
We're gonna be back in 2 weeks. We're gonna be back in 2 weeks, and I'm gonna shit on women.
What?
I don't know.
What the hell? Yeah, so we'll be back. Peace.
We hope to be back.
Peace.
Did I go too far?
Yes. Yes.
You said you're gonna
Yes, you did.
We just cut that bitch. Oh, yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Peace.